you?
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Alright, I should be live at some point here. I'm just, you know. Alright. Well, anyway, since yesterday's stream got cut short due to server maintenance, and me having to, you know, download the update, I had to do that after work, by the way, meaning it's only just finished, so yeah. That's why this is also a bit later than normal. Now, I already collected like some of the stuff, like the login stuff and everything. And yeah, I guess since they're out, might as well try some of the characters here that are both new and returning. AKA, I'm only gonna do Al-Haytham here, Zhao, and the new 4-star character here, which despite me pulling 40 times I haven't gotten yet, but hey, that's 40 pulls towards pity, and you can literally get this character for free with the Lantern Rite, which should start at some point during this version. And I mean, hey, I'm gonna continue pulling for that, pulling there anyway for the second phase. But first, what we are gonna do though is do Al-Haytham's story. Yay! At least to the point where we can actually do his things without having what I had with Nilo here, which I still have to complete actually. We can hopefully do it completely without it saying NPC required is busy somewhere else, which means you probably have like some other quest related to where that NPC is also required and it's prioritizing that. Anyway, but before we actually do this story, we're gonna have a look at the actual character.
Should we really be off work this early?
I mean, during the story quest for Al-Haytham, we'll get to play as him as well, but it's that if we actually test him out here, and the others, as you can see, we do get materials from them. Plus, for Zhao and Al-Haytham, we actually get 40 Primo Gems for that as well in total. I mean, I don't really need to you know, look at Yun Jin or Xinyan here, because I already have them. And, the materials they have aren't really worth it, in my opinion. Well, maybe the glazed lilies you get for Yun Jin, but I can do those on my own at a point where I'm not streaming Genshin. Anyway. Let's try Al-Haytham. Because apparently he's a long-awaited character, and Zhao is a rerun. Again. I mean, I think he's actually one of the most rerun characters. Not quite sure though, so don't quote me on that. Now the fun thing while testing the character, you can actually do this. See their all overall stats. The weapon that they're equipped with will always be the featured 5-star weapon on the weapon banner. Damn, 80 crit damage. Well, anyway, plus the artifact set that they're using, only you can't look at the artifact substats. Wonder why.
Book learning alone is not enough to cultivate intelligence.
Alright, so they also give you like a team for the testing out and everything, so it's Barbara and the Prinzessin, aka Fischl. Anyway. Well, that's great.
God protect us.
Anyone else? And dead.
Ready, steady, go! Let's dance.
Yeah, water isn't gonna do much, but Dendro sure is. I was. Oh wait, burst is still on cooldown. Didn't pay attention to that. Oh no! Whatever will I do?
Wings of darkness, come, sever night from day.
Here you are.
Scatter.
And thus we murdered them all with Alhaitham. I mean, I have to say, I do like his playstyle, and these pulls that I'm doing, I am doing on his banners, so... No offense, but I know Zhao is good and everything, but... I'm not gonna be pulling for him ever. Mainly because for some reason I have a high amount of characters that actually need pole arms. I mean, Raiden Shogun being one of them. But yeah, that was Alhaitham. Funny enough, the 4-star character that will also be testing out because new character, and we'll actually have her at a certain level, is apparently a Dendro healer, and similar to like Amber, she'll put down one of those plushy looking things, I guess, which essentially throws radishes at the enemy, dealing damage to the enemy if they hit the enemy, but if they hit the player or nearby party member, they'll actually heal that character. It's like, here, have a healing radish. Or in that one skit on YouTube somewhere, where it's essentially a Chansey saying, "Can I offer you an egg in this trying time?" You know? Well, might as well. Like, the 5-star characters always give you 20 Primo Gems if you try them out, so... Plus, there is actually another character that I have. I think it was Shinha, which also needs those flowers that you get from actually testing out Zhao. Alright, just Barbara and Zhao. Alright. Also, another reason why I actually don't really like Zhao is because of his personality in cutscenes, you know? I mean, during the story when you unlock the... Did I just do that much damage with one hit?
Evil conquering. Here.
And dead. Oh.
Disappear. Worthless.
And die already. I mean, we got through it quicker with Zhao than we did with Alhaitham, but still. Although I will say, Zhao's burst animation does look nice. I have a thing for those Oni masks, alright? But it's not that big of a thing that I would still pull for a character that I don't really want. I guess now it's time to test out Yao Yao. And yes, that's the name of the character. If I pronounce it correctly anyway. But yeah, even though if I'm unlucky enough to never actually get her, I am still gonna. I mean, if I'm unlucky enough that I wouldn't get her from pulling, there is the whole lantern rite thing coming up somewhere as well, where you essentially get her for free. All right. Now let's see what Yao Yao does, and then we'll actually do the Al Haytham story quest. Also, right before we actually started, I should collect all the rewards here. Funny enough, this Jungyu chili, I have a fuck ton of those. If I remember correctly, I have over 200 of them, just by passively collecting them. During when Leeway was the only other part that was open to you. Alright. I will say she does look cute for a lolly. Ah. Wait, Lisa, Zhongling, and...
Yuglei, you're up! Yeah. Nice and spicy!
You're in for a little shock.
No kidding!
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Go get it, Yuglei!
Where are their enemies? Oh, there.
Hey, go away!
Aww. I like her. I just like her, alright? She's adorable, and at the same time, she actually has a nice skill set. And who doesn't like throwing food at the enemy? I mean, that actually, in my opinion, adds like some kind of comedic value. Aww. I mean, just imagine you see an enemy, you throw a radish at it, and then all of a sudden, instead of hitting the enemy, you just hit your ally by accident, or it actually goes towards your ally instead, and you just yell, "Incoming healing radish!" Healing radish incoming! That would, when it's like all of a sudden surprise, when you actually get surprised by that, I would actually stop what I'm doing, turn around and go, huh? Oh wait, wrong menu. Alright, let's claim the rewards. Alright, this one, and claim. Oh, that's those done. We actually have a new material since we got Al Haytham. Alright. Let's what his story mission will entail. Bing. Alright. Claim.
You know, Pilots heard that Al Haytham's been made acting Grand Sage, but
Oh boy. You think things will be okay? Why don't we go to the academia and ask around?
Yeah, why don't we? I'm gonna laugh my ass off if it turns out that Nahida actually essentially just said, "Yeah, you're doing this acting grandmaster thing because punishment." You know? As like some sort of punishment. That would be hilarious. Alright. Oh boy. Well, let's see what he got up to then. Also, I'll probably be doing my daily commissions after the stream. Because God knows how long it's going to take us to actually finish the thing. This story quest. Last time I did one full story. Oh. Last time I did a full story route with Sayu, I actually ended up with a very long stream. Anyway.
I should be able to publish it next month. A few days ago, I was worried that I'd have to stop my work on it. Thankfully, that didn't come to pass.
Well, Azar was one of your thesis advisors. Honestly, I was afraid that you might have gotten dragged down as well. How did things get settled?
The newly appointed acting Grand Sage reviewed all of our projects and gave us permission to continue our research.
Acting Grand Sage? That sounds like a new thing.
Yeah, I heard that selecting new sages has been taking some time, so he's just filling in. But it's all thanks to him that our research results weren't jeopardized. Once my paper is published, I'm definitely giving myself a long vacation and getting some much-needed rest.
That's good at least.
Mondstadt sounds like a good idea.
Definitely. You should try the wine.
They're really out of their minds, making Al-Haytham the acting Grand Sage?
Take it easy, Professor. I'm puzzled as well. Just going by qualifications, you're one of our most preeminent scholars. I don't know why they picked a stripling like him.
Fool! Do you think I'm angry because I wasn't chosen for the position? No! It's because I don't understand why they chose him! He was one of my students, but he rarely attended class. When I asked him about it, he retorted that self-study was better use of his time. What brazen arrogance! Misery of miseries! For the academia
He's angry
to have
that they
him
didn't pick
as
him.
the acting Grand Sage?
I mean, to be
Professor,
fair,
don't get so worked up. I'll go get you some water.
to be fair, didn't he get appointed to that position because God of Sumeru said so?
Psst. Want to hear a secret? I've heard the new acting Grand Sage is from Haravatat.
Really? Who is it?
Someone named Al-Haytham. Never met him myself, but he's a real hot topic right now. Lots of things being said about him. Hard to tell what's true and what isn't, though. There's also a Vahumana scholar who's been in the spotlight recently. They say that he's a likely pick to be one of the next sages.
Oh, is he teaching any courses? Maybe we should drop by.
Wow. News of Al-Haytham being the acting Grand Sage sure spread fast.
Oh, the lighting on that
Some
pillar.
people don't know who he is, though. Guess he's less famous than Paimon thought. Some people are saying good things and others bad.
Others are
Especially that
just
old guy
jealous.
just now.
Others are
really
just
doesn't like
jealous.
Al-Haytham.
I mean, he literally just said he was a student of his and barely attended any classes. As a teacher, I wouldn't really like him either. I'd actually be kind of disappointed. But luckily, I'm not a teacher, so...
Hey! Are you okay? You don't look too good.
To be fair, would you guys entrust me teaching kids? I will still stay polite and everything, but would you guys actually really want me to teach your kids if you have any? I highly doubt it.
The Matra.
Uh-oh.
The Matra?
I'm Ilias. I have to talk to a Matra about something important.
Oh no.
In the state you're in? You shouldn't push yourself. Why don't you tell us what happened and we'll pass on your message to a Matra?
No, I have to tell them myself. They are the only ones I could trust. Sorry, can you lend me your arm? This is an important matter. Failure is not an option.
Since you put it that way, fine. We'll take you to a Matra.
Sure, we will.
We promised to take him to a Matra, but we don't know that many, do we?
We only know one.
Oh, wait! Sino should be back at the Academia! Let's go find him!
Called it. I mean, he's the only Matra we know, so... Canonically, we know. And yes, I'll be reading any dialogue that is said by the Traveler.
Excuse us, but is Sino at the Academia?
You two look familiar. Are you friends of Mahamatra Sino?
Yes.
I'm afraid he's out on a mission right now. But if you'd like, I can pass whatever message you might have on to him.
We ran into this guy by the gates, and he seems really eager to speak with a Matra. It sounds like something urgent.
Oh? If you don't mind, why don't you tell me about it first?
Uh-oh.
Siraj.
Siraj. That name sounds familiar. Isn't he a Vahumana researcher?
Vahumana researcher?
Yes, one of their most renowned, in fact.
Oh no.
He's as daring as he is intelligent.
We know where this is going.
There are rumors he'll become Vahumana's next sage. But please continue, good sir. What about Siraj?
He's the evil guy of this story.
For conducting a dangerous experiment. He kidnapped me, tied me up, and took me to that horrible cave. Experimental equipment everywhere. I ran as fast as I could, a little slower, and he would have caught me.
There's no rush. Please, take your time. What kind of experiments was he conducting? Where is this cave?
I don't remember.
Huh?
Memory related, I bet.
Remember?
All I remember is Siraj walking towards me, and then my head started feeling weird. It's like a nightmare that I can't recall. I just know that that place is dangerous, and that they must be stopped. Oh, I heard they conduct business in the tavern. We have to hurry.
Even if what you say is... All right. I'll have some of my colleagues look into Siraj. But before that, I would like to administer the Matra lie detector test.
You think I'm lying?
Please don't take it the wrong way. This is just standard protocol. Sorry, but can you two wait out here a little while? We'll be back soon.
And he somehow vanishes completely, never to be seen again. You wait somewhat longer than expected, alright?
Huh? I'll hate them.
Let me bring you up to speed. First things first, Ilyas passed the lie detector test.
Neat.
This indicates that what he said is highly credible. As such, we've decided to launch an investigation based on the leads he provided. Per protocol, this matter was reported to Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham. After hearing about it, he left a message for Mahamatra Sino and then asked to join the investigation.
Huh. It's kind of weird for you to be working with the Matra. Is there a special reason?
He wants to skip out of his Grand Sage duties, doesn't he?
You're overthinking things. My interest was piqued is all.
Yeah,
Really?
sure.
I'm unsurprised you have this much free time. In
He
that
doesn't.
case, let's join in as well, shall we, Traveler?
It's already against protocol for Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham to participate in this investigation. As for you two... Oh, never mind. After all, you were the ones who brought Ilyas here. I'll allow you to accompany us, but you have to promise to keep everything confidential.
Sorry, that laugh that I just did was for something else. If I were to continue with the normal story quest, apparently I can name the Wanderer, and I'm just wondering if I can call him Yo Mama.
Don't you worry, our lips are sealed.
Alright, in that case, I'll fill you in on what we know so far. Ilyas claimed that Siraj will be conducting some business with a Kasharawar researcher at the tavern. This is one of his few clear memories. It seems he stumbled upon this information while escaping. Incidentally, Siraj isn't at the academia right now. He applied for long-term off-site research 1 month ago. It's close to the time that Ilyas had given, so we've decided to head to the tavern and investigate any suspicious persons.
That's right. Arav, prepare to head out. You two, do as you will.
Oh, come on! We already said that we're coming!
Wait, so it's down there? I mean, might as well since we're in Sumeru. Meaning, as Nahida, we can read the minds of the NPCs, and I feel the need to pick up that flower. Sumeru Rose. Also, I heard that you can actually, with the upcoming Lantern Rite, which I think will be in Phase 2 for this version of Genshin Impact, you can actually get a free outfit through the event for Lisa, if you guys are interested. Essentially, from what I've seen, she'll look like a Sumeru scholar, because lore-wise, she did attend here. Or, god damn it, what was this place called again? She did attend the academia lore-wise, so... And apparently she graduated top of her class, too.
We're here, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. What's our next course of action?
A whole lot of nuttin'.
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham?
Looks like you haven't read any memos lately. The new Academia decree clearly states that even a sage doesn't have the authority to interfere with the Matra's actions during an ongoing investigation. If your superior were here, he wouldn't be asking me what to do. Instead, he'd be telling me to stay out of the way.
You're right. Understood. Then please wait here as we lock down the perimeter and search for suspicious persons.
They already left.
Ilyas, please stay here. Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, I'll have to trouble you with the protection of our primary witness.
Sure. Though I'd rather he just protect himself.
I mean, the dude has just been through a traumatic event. What do you want from him? Aside him protecting himself. Which he clearly isn't capable of doing.
Same as ever. Casually ignoring people, just like you did back at Aru Village.
Answering a simplistic question only enables the questioner. Besides, I need him to understand my position clearly.
What do you mean?
Arav has just as many doubts about my coming along as you do. But unlike you two, he's making this matter more complicated than it is, with his considerations like the Acting Grand Sage is trying to seize the Matra's powers. That question was obviously bait. The Matra were once under the influence of the sages, and so were often subject to these bureaucratic traps. The test was strictly unnecessary, though. I hope that our exchange will assure him that I won't interfere with their work this time.
Why is this so complicated?
Because it's
this
complicated
is why I
for
was
you,
against
Paimon.
becoming the Acting Grand Sage from the very first. Titles and rank inevitably make a lot of things more troublesome than usual.
Yep.
Excuse me, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. I've had a question on my mind, and I need to know the answer no matter what. Have we met before?
No. I have no recollection of ever meeting you.
Haha, I thought so too. I probably wouldn't have had anything to do with someone of your caliber.
Then why did you ask?
Well, for some reason I felt a sense of familiarity when I met you for the first time.
Really?
Huh.
A misperception, perhaps. Or...
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, we've apprehended a suspect.
Siraj?
Nope.
No, it's the Ksharawar researcher who has dealings with him. His name is Narendra.
Narendra.
Acting Sage Alhaitham? Wait, can someone please explain what's going on? I admit that I did steal some mechanical components from the lab and sell them, but does something like that really warrant the personal interest of the Acting Grand Sage?
Oh no.
What have I got myself into? I know I let greed get the best of me, but please, I promise that this won't ever happen again.
I would like to ask him a few questions. Of
Oh
course.
no.
Do you know Siraj?
Yeah, that's the name of my buyer. He asked to make the transaction at the tavern, but he never showed up.
What were the details of this transaction?
He's doing some kind of experiment that seems to require many power generators and electrical components that can only be found in our project. He contacted me in private and said that he'd pay a large sum of Mora if I was willing to put some aside for him, under the pretense of them being defective parts. We had originally agreed to meet at the tavern earlier today to do the trade.
But
I sure didn't expect to get stood up, or run into you all.
Perhaps Siraj was aware that Ilyas might leak information, so he intentionally didn't show up. Whatever the case, it seems that this lead ends here. The good news is, regardless of what Siraj was planning, his progress will now be severely hindered by a lack of power generators and electrical components.
I
We still
highly
have time
doubt
to
it.
conduct our investigation. Do you have any more questions for the suspect?
No, he's all yours. But I'd like to borrow Ilyas for a while.
Oh, that's fine. We conducted a comprehensive lie detection exam, which showed that he has a genuine case of amnesia. We're not planning to pursue any further breakthroughs on that front. However, I am curious, what do you need him for exactly?
I've read some papers regarding amnesia, and I'd like to try restoring his memories.
I see. We'll be returning to the academia then. I'll leave Ilyas in your care.
Alright. Somehow, aside from the lines that I actually
Follow
have to read... aside from the lines that I actually have to read and everything, this almost seems like some kind of movie. Or like an episode for some kind of TV series. What is this lady thinking, I wonder?
About that topic brought up the other night. I can't space out. I can't let anything affect my work.
Huh. Oh, can we actually read Alhaitham's mind here? Damn it! The dreaded ...
Siraj didn't show up at the tavern, and Narendra didn't give us any leads. Ugh, that means we're stuck.
I have a feeling the guy with amnesia over there is Siraj, who's just lost their memories.
Alhaitham, are you serious about seeing things through? I'm
Potentially.
pretty surprised that you're this interested in the case.
I thought you would have guessed the reason by now.
Huh? Paimon has no clue. Hey, do you know?
Do you know Siraj?
Yes. We were classmates.
Oh no.
Oh, so that's why you asked to come along when Arav briefed you on the situation. So you're not here because you're interested in the case itself, but because you know the suspect?
Pretty much.
You couldn't be further from the truth.
Oh.
But I wasn't expecting much from you to begin with.
I mean, to be fair, it is Paimon, and I'm kind of an idiot, so...
For the time being, all you need to know is that we were once classmates. I became the scribe afterwards while he continued his academic endeavors. He submitted a thesis 1 year ago, and the Grand Sage at the time asked for my opinion. I did not approve of it because it committed one of the 6 cardinal sins by touching upon human evolution.
Oh no!
From violating matters regarding human evolution to attempting the forbidden and fearing none, the 6 cardinal sins are the origin of all evil in this world. They are also what the sages use as a reference when formulating or amending the rules of the academia. My opinion was that Siraj's research was both overly naive and in violation of various core principles. The Grand Sage took some of my suggestions on board and ultimately decided to reject the application.
So that's why he's buying energy sources and electrical components.
He's most likely trying to circumvent the rules and conduct his experiment in secret.
That sounds super suspicious. Oh, we gotta stop him. Ilias, can you try to remember things again? Maybe something new will pop up.
I'm sorry, but I've already tried many times. And no matter how hard I try, it feels like everything in my mind is shrouded in a thick mist.
It is possible for a person to subconsciously forget some of their memories as a defense mechanism against extreme stress.
No shit.
These memories aren't truly lost, but merely sealed away. They can be restored with the appropriate stimulus. Now, try to recall things you care about. They don't need to be related to this case.
Well, actually, I feel like I've forgotten more than just the memories of the time I was kidnapped and experimented on. The kind of person I am, the things I've done, I can remember some things, but I can't recall some others no matter how hard I try. But I do vaguely remember that there are 2 things that I have to do no matter what.
Do tell.
The first is to get my paycheck from the academia and give it to my younger sister in Gandharvaville. I'm not sure about the details, but it seems that I would send money to my younger sister every month to pay for family expenses.
And the second thing? What's the second thing?
I can't remember. Sorry, there's just so much I can't recall.
Not unexpected. However, you're the only one who has seen Siraj and knows the exact location of his cave at present. As such, we'll do everything we can to help you regain your memories.
Losing your memories must be really painful. But don't you worry, we'll help you get them all back.
Oh, thank you so much. This feeling, it's more than just pain. I don't know how to describe it. I have so few memories that I don't even have a clear idea of who I am. And my head's always ringing. It feels like I could faint at any moment. But amidst all that, it also feels like I've been set free somehow. Nevertheless, I have you all to thank for bringing me what clarity I do have right now. Now, I do remember that I worked part-time at a place in the academia called the Research Preparation Center. That's also where I got my monthly paycheck.
I see. In that case, let's go and find whoever's in charge there.
All right. Let's. Oh. Well, guess I have to run. I honestly like the running animation for the lolly characters. Like, they all run like that. Yeah, at least the path is lit up, right? Now, if only we had more stamina. Let's see what you're thinking.
I see everything. That idiot. When will he get the hint?
Wait, huh? So we accidentally read her mind, and I'm assuming she's calling this guy an idiot.
Is my poetry not good enough?
What are you talking about?
Let me try to explain.
Oh. I know what's going on between these
The
two.
evening breeze is like a melody.
He has a thing for her and is trying to express it through poetry, and either she doesn't like him back or whatever, or she just doesn't understand the poetry.
What are you talking about?
To be fair, I prefer a tougher lady myself. But to be fair, if I like your personality, that's all I actually need, so regardless of looks, by the way. Right, where did I need to go? All the way back there. And with me having a little chat there, we've recovered stamina, so we can actually run. Oh. Yeah, my dog is sleeping next to me while I'm streaming. Oh, and he's so cute about it too. Oh. Also, for some reason, whenever I actually start streaming or just sit here in front of the TV on my PS4, my dog for some reason just decides now is the best time to lie down next to him and have a nap. It's like the cutest thing ever. Whenever I start streaming, he just takes his seat next to me, you know? Ding ding.
Oh,
He's evil.
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. I've sent this period's research expenses report to your office. Have you taken a look? Are there any issues with it?
I did. Recent research expenses have decreased quite a bit compared to past figures.
Yes, though that is primarily because there are fewer scholars with research needs.
Well, I mean, that's obvious, but for some reason the combination of that I forget how it's actually called, but that crown thing on his head and the mustache, for some reason that just makes him look like a weird evil guy. Anyway.
But that can be a rather convoluted topic. Might I ask why you are
or
here
he's
today?
plotting something.
I believe you know this individual. His name is Ilias. He worked part-time here, and he's here for his paycheck.
Oh, yes, of course. Though, Ilias, where have you been these past few days? That was our busy period, but then you disappeared without a word. Everyone had to pick up the slack.
I'm sorry, something unexpected came up. But I know I've caused trouble for everyone. Is there anything I can do to make up for it?
The other researchers have more or less finished your share of the work. However, there is one thing that is yet to be settled. Do you remember Chandra? You were in charge of following up on his off-site research application. He retracted his application a few days ago and canceled his off-site project.
We should look into that.
He's the 12th person to retract a research application this month. I'd like you to ask him why he did that. Chandra is probably having coffee at this hour, so you can find him at the cafe.
Understood. Then, about my paycheck.
I'll pay you in full once you return. However, make sure you don't disappear without saying anything again. Be considerate to your colleagues and give them some forewarning at least. Is this acceptable, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham?
I have no objections.
I mean, we should, after the whole thing, we should actually explain to the guy what actually happened. So we had to come in here just for that chat. Great. Might as well. Might as well steal a book while we're here. And we can't actually jump up there. Wait, we can't climb in here? Aww. Well, shit, now I have to take the long way around. I'll use the path then. We're striking a T-pose while running to assert our dominance. To be fair, I am now using the character that is essentially the ruler of this area.
Books smell so good.
Please show me your credentials before borrowing books.
I am your ruler. I need no credentials. Anyway, I'll just take this book and leave. I mean, I wonder if there are any other Easter eggs aside from the one with Sino you can actually find with Nahida in that way, you know? Eh. Maybe the next time when I'll stream Genshin Impact, which is probably not going to be for at least a couple of days. And I'm only just continuing streaming Genshin Impact because it got cut off yesterday due to server maintenance, but yeah. Oh, maybe once that happens I'll actually continue with the actual story. Because I'm really curious what you can actually name the Wanderer. That's the only thing that's been spoiled, that you can actually give him a name. And a few options don't actually... will actually not work, or he'll actually have a remark and you have to choose a different name. But I'm just really curious to see if you can actually call him Yo Mama. Because then, for the rest of the game, everyone is gonna refer to him as Yo Mama. Well, that reminds me, I named my horse in Red Dead Redemption Yo Mama. Huh. Well, anyway, let's head to the cafe. Oh, right here. Sup, bruh? Lyric's a bitch, ain't it? Yeah, not in my case, actually.
Elias? Long time no see. What can I do for you?
I heard that you canceled your research project, so I'm just here to ask you why.
I can't remember.
It's really nothing special. I just don't feel like going anymore. I'm not the only one who canceled, right? I mean, people have had no motivation to conduct research lately, haven't they?
No motivation to conduct research?
Alright, what have they done to the scholars?
Say, who might you be? You look sort of familiar.
Oh, don't mind me. Please, continue.
Well, with the downfall of the sages not long ago, many of the projects that they led were put on hold while they were being investigated. With the situation being so volatile, people are picking up random things to do to kill time. No one wants to risk starting any new research until it's clear how things will pan out in the future.
When you say how things will pan out, you actually mean what the new sages would have interest in, right?
Yep.
Wow, talk about blunt. But that isn't the only reason for the lack of motivation to start new research.
So what are the other reasons?
Pray tell.
Well, because the Akasha terminal shut down. I'm sure you're all aware that we require all kinds of knowledge to perform any of the research we do. Back then, the Akasha would respond to any of our requests for the knowledge we needed. It was beyond convenient. We didn't have to spend an extended amount of time studying, so we were able to immediately run various tests and experiments.
So in other words, you guys are just a bunch of lazy bums right now. I'm one to talk, actually, because, to be fair, I'm kind of a lazy bum myself. So I can understand what he's going through.
I see.
You get it, right? After having had a taste of something so amazing, who can be bothered to manually sift through data and files ever again?
to be fair, to some people that's actually the best part of the research. I personally don't know anybody, but that thinks that way. But still, it's like it should give you like an extra set of or an extra gratification once you actually complete the research.
There are only a handful of people at the academia who are starting new projects or performing research. Most people are like me, waiting for a recognized researcher to start a project before immediately applying to join. Although our names will be further down in the paper, we'll have a much easier time. We don't have to do most of the mental heavy lifting. All we have to do is focus on our assigned tasks.
Again, they're just being lazy here. Remember what you did.
Ilias? What's wrong?
My head. It hurts.
Hey, stop looking at my butt.
I remember now. I remember what Siraj said to me as he approached.
Oh no.
You will become Siraj number 36. Fuse yourself with a consciousness under my control. Think only in accordance with a set module. Like a worker bee in a beehive.
So he's creating a hive mind.
Get it. What does that even mean?
It's what Siraj was researching and the topic of the thesis he had submitted. Collective consciousness and the path of evolution.
Hive mind. Oh wait. Path of evolution or collective consciousness?
Siraj believed that by achieving 3 objectives, he could create a collective consciousness in human society and drive humans toward their ultimate evolution.
Under
First,
his
he would rank
control.
test subjects in descending order of ability, with number 1 serving as the overmind.
Himself, probably.
This overmind would then divide tasks into numerous modules and delegate them to the collective's members based on their assigned number. Lastly, members would share their memories and emotions to facilitate the rapid exchange of information within the collective.
So, in other words, a hive mind, and he wants to be the big boss of it, and it's supposed to be similar to the Akasha, because they're lazy bums and want that convenience.
Paimon still doesn't get it. What's the point of all that?
Think of it as linking many minds together and tailoring a given mind's assigned work based on its compatibility. Eventually, everyone's minds will be consolidated into a new form of existence that is both an individual and an organization. Siraj believes this collective consciousness is superior to individual humans.
Whoa. Squishing a whole bunch of people together? Paimon thinks that sounds horrible.
Make people juice in
Just
that
as
case.
Al-Haytham said, Siraj gave all the test subjects different numbers. Bigger numbers meant you had a lower rank, so your assigned tasks were less complex, such as being responsible for everyone's basic needs. Smaller numbers were ranked higher, so you'd be given more complex assignments like planning for the future. Siraj referred to me as number 36, and I think that was a low-ranking number. I also recall that Siraj said his plan was proceeding very quickly, and that the hive would soon be complete.
Oh no.
Oh no, then we gotta hurry! We have to stop him before it's complete!
I tried my best, but that's all I can remember. I still can't recall where the cave is. I'm really sorry.
Take your time. You'll eventually remember it all.
True.
However, something doesn't seem right. Some details don't add up.
What's off?
You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number.
I'm not sure what Siraj's numbering system is based on. Anyway, we're done here. Let's go.
Please, wait.
I have a suspicion there.
I heard you all talking about Siraj just now. Are you looking for him?
Huh? Do you know something?
Well, Siraj is pretty popular as of late. I heard he's gained recognition from a lot of well-known researchers. Supposedly, he's a strong contender for being one of the next sages. There are many who would give up everything to be a part of his research team. I'm nothing special, though, so I doubt I'd get the opportunity. That said, I do know a researcher who received an invitation from Siraj but declined it. Her name is Janaki. If you're interested, you can try to find her. She's usually reading at the pavilion in the garden.
Ooh, that sounds like a nice hobby. Reading in the pavilion. Oh, god damn it, we have to go. Oh no, it's actually right there. Neat. Wait, is it all the way up? Damn it. It is. I don't know why, but for some reason the city of Sumeru actually looks in my opinion, just looks the best out of all the cities so far. And but I will say though that the buildings in Mondstadt are very accurate, since they Mondstadt is supposed to be based off of Germany, which I live in, and some buildings here actually still have those kinds of designs. And yes, those are fucking old as well. Anyway, moving on. Motherfucker. I had to go up further. God damn it. I had to go up even further. Alright, how do I continue going up? I went the wrong way, didn't I? Well, anyway, time to do some climbing. Somehow, I think if I could actually somehow get isekai'd or just end up in like a world similar to Genshin Impact here, I would probably be very at home in Sumeru. Because just looking from this view, it already looks like a land filled with adventure. And a crap ton of sand. As part of it as well. Oh. Well, there was a path there, but we decided to climb. What are you thinking?
It really is easier to work with plants.
Depends on what you're doing with those plants, I would assume. Wait a second, whenever I dash, I hear a wind chime. Yeah, if you actually listen closely, you'll actually hear a wind chime when Nahida moves. It's actually faint, but you do hear it. Wait, is he blindfolded? He's blind. Or blindfolded, at least. Wonder what he's up to.
Everyone dies, and gods are no exception.
Wait, isn't this the guy who got stuck in the, thing? Anyway. Cutscene. Oh. Cutscene. Mostly.
Are you Janaki? We'd like to ask you a couple of things about Siraj.
She sounds pissed.
Do you know me? I'm sorry, but I don't recognize you.
Are you playing dumb with me?
No, I'm not. I actually have amnesia, so I've lost a lot of my memories.
Uh-oh.
And? Are you trying to say that I should forgive you just because you've forgotten what you've done? Or are you using the acting Grand Sage as backup to settle things with me? The two biggest loners teaming up. What a terrible thought.
That's enough. There seems to be a dispute between the two of you, but I have no interest in that. I heard that Siraj once invited you to join his project. Is that true?
So, what if it is? Siraj did extend an invitation to me, and I was also interested in his project. I think it was about collective consciousness or something. Anyway, he said that I could be number 45. I refused because I thought that rank was too low. No one wants to be placed at the bottom. Certainly not me.
Ilias is number 36, and Janaki was supposed to be number 45. Ugh, just how many people did Siraj have his eyes on?
A lot of people.
Did Siraj tell you how he assigned numbers?
Yeah. Remember how the sages took advantage of the Akasha and extracted Yana energy from our heads back then? They left a document that records the amount of Yana energy that the Akasha had extracted from each person. I don't know how Siraj got his hands on that document, but he used it as the basis for his numbering system.
I see. He believes that this data can be used to evaluate a person's computing power.
Oh no. Is it true, though?
Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy. At most, jnana energy can only be seen as representing a portion of a person's abilities.
Oh.
Humans are complicated beings, so it is impossible to evaluate them using a single criterion.
See? I knew I couldn't have only been ranked as 45.
To be fair, it says jnana energy or something, or it's written with a J, but I just say nanar energy.
What else do you know about Siraj?
Or something about the way they say it, you know?
He came to me, I refused, and that was the end of it.
Allegedly.
Is there anything else you needed? If not, I'm out of here. I've had enough of this eyesore.
Please, wait. I still want to know what I did in the past.
You really forgot?
Yes, and since he has amnesia, it would be, even if it's a bad thing, it would still be returning some of his memories. Or help him regain them.
I swear, I don't remember anything.
Paimon can vouch for him. The mantra also said that he truly lost his memories.
I see. You know what? It's better this way. I get angry just thinking about it, so I really don't have the patience to fill you in. All you need to know is that you got a lot of people in trouble back then, including me. That's all I have to say.
Oh my.
Goodbye.
Amnesia's a bitch, huh?
And she's gone.
No shit.
She doesn't seem to like you very much. Do you really not remember anything?
Makes me wonder what he actually did to piss her off that much.
I really don't. But after she said that, I've had this heavy feeling in my chest. I guess I did something really horrible.
Probably.
Do you want to remember?
Huh?
Probably not.
Even though you're a witness against Siraj in this case, you've also lost your memory. No one can force you to remember if you don't want to.
True.
Even if you manage to remember, all you would need to do is feign ignorance and tell us that you tried the best you could, but to no avail.
I'm not sure what to do. Like I said before, for some reason I felt a sense of freedom when I realized I had lost my memories. But I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to go free so easily. I still want to remember everything. What should I do?
I can look up your file. Something that caused trouble for a lot of people in the past must be on file somewhere.
True.
Would you like me to look into it?
Yes, please.
All right. Then let's return to the House of Dana. We've spent enough time here, and you should go and get your paycheck.
God damn it, I have to walk more. Right, it's about there. I'm on the wrong side of the tree, aren't I? Luckily, it... What the hell? Hey, there's a chest over there. Wait, huh? What the hell happened there? I'm confused right now. I think that was a glitch. Temporarily, though. Because now we're... So, because of that glitch, we went down way too far. Thanks. Thanks, Gabe, that was great. Although, apparently somewhere up there is a chest. A luxurious chest by the looks of it. I actually like that little detail that if you actually listen closely to when Nahida jumps or dashes, that you actually hear a faint wind chime. I know it's like really faint, but it is there. Oh, God. Where is it leading me? Alright. I think there was an achievement to actually climb all the way on top of there, maybe? Yeah, I'll do that later. I actually do wonder, are there any other hidden Easter eggs in Sumeru in terms of dialogue if you actually use Nahida's skill like this to read the mind?
What is a vision actually made of?
Because that would mean that one of the one of the Easter eggs that you can find here is with Cyno. Oh, right. Wrong button. I didn't mean to jump there. But if you actually read her mind, I think she is also in this area. She'll think of... she'll have like a trail of thought relating to Cyno, where she essentially just says she's hiding from his bad jokes. I think that is actually a reference to the actual English VA of Cyno, who's apparently known for bad jokes. Oh. Cutscene.
Let's split up for now. Ilias, you go and deal with that. The rest of you, come to the archives with me.
Alright, I just wanted to say here that for those of you who are wondering what we're doing here, we're doing Alhaitham's story quest, which got added after the maintenance. And since he's a new character, obviously he has one. Anyway.
We'll meet back here later and then head over to Gandharvaville.
Ooh.
Okay. Thank you all so much.
Relax, Ilias. Being nervous accomplishes nothing.
That's true. I'm ready. No matter what I've done, I'm ready to face it. I'll also try my best to remember anything else related to Siraj. We'll put an end to all of this.
Siraj is using him, isn't he?
See you later.
Siraj is probably using him to get the information. Oh. Wait, where is it saying that we have to go? Is it above or below us? What the hell? Oh, ride the elevator. Hoping this is the elevator. Also, we just passed that NPC I was talking about. If I remember correctly. Because I did spend an earlier stream, I think, when I actually got Nahida. Like a couple of days after I actually got her. Trying to find that NPC. And we actually went all over Sumeru City to find her. Alright.
Okay. The important files from the last few years should all be here.
Damn. Wait, do I actually have to read all of this? Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, it's not that big of a dialogue, alright. There are many vacancies for sages, and the number of suspicious people spreading various news in Sumeru City has increased significantly recently. The corps of 30 are looking to recruit for surveillance and ensure the city's peace and stability. Huh. Wait, he's actually walking around?
Everyone hold hands.
Damn it, we still can't read his mind. Well, don't mind me, I'm just gonna stand on your desk here. There. Oh. It's the same thing again, alright. Alright, this should be different. The Red Twist Darsha, I think. Anyway, has also had an abundance of weirdos recently. Great way to start. There is a new rumor that a student has the ability to write the heavens sent these, huh? The circumstances are still under investigation, alright? Guess we found it. I guess we found what we needed to do. Oh no.
Nothing. Anyway, I found Ilyas's file. Let's meet downstairs.
Dang. Wait, is it actually teleporting us down there? That would be convenient.
What have I done?
The unspeakable. You
this file
dumped
indicates
her.
that you were once commended by the Academia for your courage and sense of justice.
Oh no.
You were considered a hero.
Huh? Me?
Yes. Your instructor was engaging in academic fraud, and you were the one who reported him. Your report was found to be true after a series of investigations, and your instructor was brought to justice by the Matra. This incident caused quite the commotion, and the Academia sent you a commendation. What is it? Are any memories coming back to you?
No, it's just... my head feels like it's being ripped apart again. It hurts. Did I seriously do that? Then why?
Let's put this matter aside for now. It isn't directly related to Siraj, so there's no need to push yourself over it.
I'm sorry. It should have been something good to hear, but my body is instinctively rejecting it. I feel like I'll black out if I try to remember.
Remember, we want to see you
Take
black
it slow.
out.
Recovering memories is no easy task, especially when it involves memories that you don't want to remember. Just do what you think is right.
Thank you. I'm not sure how you're so calm and composed all the time, but it does make me feel more confident about the situation I'm in.
Let's head to Gandharvaville and deliver Ilyas's paycheck to his sister. Come on!
Why do I have a bad feeling? Also, can we just teleport there? I mean, we can't... oh, wait. I mean, we might as well actually teleport to the Statue of the Seventh that's right there, instead of the waypoint, which is actually closer. Because I actually want to check if I can actually deposit some of the Oculus that I collected so far. Probably not enough for a level up in that, which would increase our stamina slightly, but still worth a shot. You know, it's convenient that I had to wait for Genshin Impact to actually update before I had to start the stream, because I actually needed to do a lot of cleaning once I got back from work, so yeah. Reasons for said cleaning are something that I don't really feel like talking about yet. Or you guys generally don't really need to know. ... Alright. Worship. I only have 3 and I need to have 25 in total. I mean, might as well offer them all. And now the leap of faith, I guess. Should probably move up the camera here. It's actually funny that we got that, that we actually on stream got the game glitching out a bit. I think that has to do with the terrain still needed to load in or something. Oh, whoops, went too high. Superhero landing with a lolly.
We should be close. Let me think. It should be this way.
Ilias, what are you doing?
Lightning struck behind them and they don't even give a shit.
It's nothing. I was just wondering how everyone was doing.
Wait, he couldn't remember, right?
Sure everything's okay? Did they bully you again? It's all right. You can tell us. Ilias, what's wrong?
I'm fine. Just a minor headache. I haven't been getting much rest lately.
Back then, I told you not to be a hero. Look how things turned out.
Aww.
I can't imagine how things are going for you at the Academia. We've even been receiving threat letters.
What the fuck? Why?
You don't have to force yourself to stay at the Academia. You can always come back home.
I'm all right. I just need a little rest.
Ilias doesn't seem like he wants them to know that he has amnesia.
He doesn't want his family to worry.
Hey! That's enough, you two. Ilias isn't feeling well. You can keep nagging him once we get home. Ilias, let's find somewhere to talk.
Alright, she knows what's going on.
So, how's your headache?
It's much better now. Oh, here. It's this month's paycheck. How's everything at home?
Same old, same old. It's just that everyone's worried about you. Don't mind their nagging. Deep down, they know that you did the right thing. It's just that after hearing a lot of bad rumors about you and seeing all the threatening letters, well, they're mom and dad. Maybe they just want you to conform a bit more.
Conform.
Wait, was that dog in the distance about to be struck by lightning?
After the incident, you... Ilias? What's wrong?
Ah, I see. I remember now. Don't worry, I remember now.
You're acting a little weird today, you know? Anyway, I understand your decision. But Mom, Dad, and I just want you to be happy. I don't care if you're a hero or not. I just want you to enjoy life.
The rain is really ruining it right now.
Your understanding is a great comfort to him.
Is it? That's good. Are you a friend of his?
More so these two. My name is Alhaitham, and this is the Traveler in Paimon.
Wait a second, why am I getting a feeling of deja vu? I'm seriously getting a feeling of deja vu here for some reason. Anyway, ignoring that.
Rings a bell. At any rate, I feel more at ease knowing that my brother has friends. Would you like to join us for dinner? I just happened to buy some extra food.
We don't have the time
Sorry,
right now.
but I still have things I need to take care of.
Well, that's a shame. Okay, I'll get going then. Take care of yourself, Ilias.
Don't worry. I won't do anything to make you guys worry again.
You remember now?
Yes, I do. Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person.
Is that your way of conveying gratitude?
Oh, my apologies. But I meant every word. Remember when I asked at the tavern if we had ever met? I said that there was a sense of familiarity, but what I really meant was a sense of loathing.
Loathing?
Yeah, but having spent some time with you, I realized that you're not someone I dislike to that extent. Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
Because you're now part of this, hive mind thing, I guess.
My strength is that I don't care about what others think. If you could also develop this quality, then you won't be as bothered by complicated social relationships.
It'd be great if I could
I
think
concur.
Like you. But first things first. I remember where Siraj's cave is now. I'll take you there.
I don't really care what people think about me either. So I concur with that one.
Really? That's great! Paimon remembers that you said there are 2 things that you had to do. We've only checked off 1, right?
Bring Alhaitham to the cave, I bet.
Are we not gonna do that first?
There are more important things at hand. We have to stop Siraj before he completes his collective consciousness, or it'll be too late.
He's already assembled most of it. And can we just call it a hive mind, because that's what it is. Alright. It's far enough away that we're teleporting. And hopefully lose the rain. And the thunderstorms and whatnot. Also, I think there was like a completely new area somewhere. Oh well. We'll get to that later. At a later date. I'm actually really curious what you can actually call the Wanderer. I mean, obviously offensive names aren't allowed, so... I mean, it would be hilarious, because once you give him a name and it's accepted, the game is going to refer to him as that name. From what I've heard, anyway. And that's, once again, that's the only thing that's been spoiled for the story for me. Ooh, I nearly fell to my death there. Oh, there was an Oculus right there. Oh well.
This is the place.
Oh.
It's so well hidden. But there's nothing spooky about it. Let's go inside and take a look.
The fact that there's a visible air current going inside isn't spooky. Well, anyway, what I was going to say, the fact that we've already spent an hour in this story after we tested the characters. Right, enter. So Dendro and Electro, convenient, are good here. And you need to be level 90. Might as well. No shit, party level too low, and the only reason why it says that is because Barbara is level 70. Anyway. I should probably level up Barbara at least, or at least unlock her level 90 level cap at some point, if I feel like it, which I don't really at the moment. Another reason why she's actually on my active team is because, first off, she's a healer. Second, she literally has an ability that revives the enemy. Also, this is the part of this guy's story where we actually get to use him. Ooh. I have a bad feeling.
Weird. It's bigger on the inside than Paimon imagined. Are you sure it's still a work in progress?
To be fair, I've heard that sentence being said before, where it's, you know, the part where it says it's bigger than I thought. You know, the Doctor Who thing with the police box. Anyway.
Elias? Do you remember this place?
And he's gone.
Huh? Elias?
The other thing was literally to get Al-Haytham in there.
I don't sense him nearby.
Did he get separated from us?
No.
Should we wait here or turn around and look for him?
Probably
There's
a
no
bad
need for
idea.
that. Let's keep moving.
Al-Haytham knew from the start, didn't he?
We'll continue in and see if he catches up to us.
Doubt it. I guess there's nothing here.
It's okay, Ilyas. You've done more than enough for me already.
I don't understand. Everyone knows that Johnny is stealing your research. Why is no one willing to go public with the truth? He shamelessly used your thesis to send in a project application, and whenever the project hits a wall, he asks you for help. Everyone knows what's going on.
Do you know how many people are working on that project? If Johnny was kicked out because of academic fraud, that'd be the end of the project. Too many people would be affected.
Oh.
But he's obviously taking advantage of you!
I mean...
He throws you the hardest work, and after you're done pulling all-nighters, he struts around with your research data and takes credit for it.
That's
not
sucks.
Right! Why are you putting up with this?
A lot of people warn me to not say anything. And I think they have a point. This is just how things are. All I want is to graduate without any problems.
He looks like an old man, though.
It's okay. He's at least paying me.
Half a year of your time and effort. Countless all-nighters, and casual threats and insults. All for a measly 20,000 mora?
That's not much.
He's treating people like cattle.
No kidding.
Enough. It's fine. I just need to suck it up and get it done.
What's the matter?
I think I saw I saw a glimpse of Leia's past.
Huh? You could read mine
Or
this whole
Ilias.
time and you never told Paimon?
Of course not.
Paimon, don't be an idiot.
I was also able to see those memories just now. They were probably the ones that leaked out while Ilias was connecting to the collective consciousness.
Connecting... collective consciousness?
It's clear that this place isn't a work in progress. The hive has long been finished. The collective consciousness project is already complete, and Ilias is now returning to the collective.
Oh no. Do we have like a Borg situation going on here right now? So he tricked us.
Not entirely. Keep walking and you'll see why.
More memories ahead. Great. Also switching to Nahida, cause why not? Da 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 da. Oh. Methinks it goes here. Wait. Was there a chest anywhere? Nope. Nothing. Huh? There's one here, though. I think I know what's happening here. Alright. So yeah, you can remove the keys, meaning this to open this one, and then you grab this one here, closing that one, but you can still go through here. And then you do the same thing. And somehow very simple puzzles like these I figure out very quickly. Huh. Mushrooms, eh?
Hey! There is no escape! Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
And they're all dead. Guess not.
Everyone hold hands!
Ow, didn't mean to do that. Now they should all be dead. Alright.
It's completely different from what Ilyas said. This place looks like it's been done for a while.
Huh. I bet they won't expect...
Contributing to the collective by only thinking to your strengths. How easy.
What I was gonna say, I bet they don't expect the Raiden Shogun to show up. Oh. Guess we just continue on this merry floating thing.
Alhaitham. Just thinking of that name fills me with hatred. We must get rid of him.
Well, guess that's what he meant. So, I'm guessing the bad guy here has a grudge against Alhaitham for some reason. To be fair, Alhaitham did cancel this specific research. So, or at least he had a hand in canceling it. Yay, more memories.
An entire year's worth of work down the drain. And for what? Your reputation? Do you have any idea how many people you've brought down?
You could have played hero any time, so why couldn't you have waited until the project was complete?
I don't understand what you guys are saying. Are you saying you don't care that Raju jumped to his death?
It's a shame. What happened to him? I thought he was stronger than that.
Oh, god damn. So the guy from the previous flashback actually committed suicide.
Everyone has been working hard to complete the project. He could have endured for a bit longer. But
apparently he couldn't have.
All times to...
In any case, we're done with you. Because of your recklessness, the Matra are putting Johnny on trial. This project is done for.
Those are some horrible people. They literally care about the research more than the guy who was forced to do the heavy work and committed suicide. Are you kidding me? These are utter garbage of people.
None of this affects you at all. But do you know how many people, myself included, needed this project to complete their studies? Now our futures are up in the air. If worst comes to pass, we might not be able to graduate. Do you understand now?
I'm sorry.
There's no need for an apology. It's not like I'll accept it anyway. You'll pay for this.
Again, some horrible people right there. He did the right thing, though.
Hey, you're blinking out again. What did you see this time?
Ilias.
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. Save your words for when we see him.
To be fair, I'm still gonna say those other two are horrible people. Alright, that's where we came from. Anything in here? Guess not. Guess we have to go up there. But first, seeing as there's a key here, should probably pick up that first. Yoink, and another key. Wow. I am checking in these houses, because you never know.
I just have to stay here. Just follow the collective.
Huh. Insert key. And
just in case, why don't we take both keys with us?
Yeah, sure. Oh. God damn it. It's that kind of thing, huh? Is that it? Another memory flashback. I'm actually liking these, even though they're from horrible people.
Alias, this is all very strange. Is there really no research group that will take you? Well, to pass this course, you must complete a paper with other researchers. I know you're a hero for fighting academic fraud, but we can't make exceptions for heroes, now can we? Maybe you should try to improve your relationship with the other researchers. Getting a reputation for being too unconventional will not stand you in good stead in the long run.
Are you kidding me? They are those other utter pieces of garbage are that petty. Jeez, what is this? It's almost as if they belong in preschool.
I understand.
Someone's listening. Let me guess who that is.
You seem troubled. Who are you? Where are my manners? My name is Siraj.
Siraj? I've heard of you before. Do you need something from me?
The world hates people who don't fit in. I imagine you've had your fair share of trouble. After you reported Johnny for academic fraud, you were ostracized and shunned. Even your family can't understand your actions.
However, I'm working on some research that will help you merge into a collective. That way, your life won't be so dolorous.
Also, he spilled the beans on that after the guy committed suicide. Which, at that point, is probably a little too late, but still the right thing to do.
How about it? Wanna have a go?
Oh dear.
What did you see?
Siraj pressured Ilias to join the Hive. Ilias wasn't forced.
Paimon can't believe it! He really did trick us! That giga jerk! No, Siraj is the real giga jerk here. Ilias is just a regular jerk. Ooh, Paimon's so mad! We're gonna find him, and we're gonna make him explain himself!
Huh. Oh dear. This totally isn't gonna end up a boss fight right here. Or a fight at all.
You've come. I intentionally slowed my integration into the collective consciousness because I wanted to see you one last time as Ilias. And I wanted to apologize to you as him. It was only at Gandharvaville that the second thing I must do occurred to me. Bring you all here. To throw off the Matra and bring Alhaitham to the Hive. That was my task as Siraj number 36.
You were already Siraj number 36? But you passed the Matra's lie detector test!
Yes, I truly did forget many things during that time, even my identity and assigned responsibilities. However, it's not that I got scared and forgot. I chose to delete those memories. It's difficult to fool Alhaitham, so I had to create the perfect guise for myself.
He didn't fool Alhaitham in the slightest.
Is when you believe your own lies.
Correct. I only told you that the Hive was incomplete because I had deleted my memories of its completion. It was finished a long time ago. Before I left, I was already living as number 36. Now, I choose to return to that identity. Only here can I be truly free. That's all I wanted to say. After I enter this room, my consciousness will merge back into the collective. And so, this is goodbye.
I just wanted to say, I have a feeling that at the end of this, we're gonna end up with some vegetables, if you know what I mean.
Is this your decision?
Yeah, the person we know is Ilias, not Siraj number 36. The outside world is painful sometimes, but Paimon doesn't think that's a reason to run away.
Do you need more time to consider, Ilias?
Hey, who are...
Mind you that
is Siraj.
Mind you that Siraj is doing doing illegal research, by the way. So, yeah, this isn't gonna end well for him, is it?
So you're that giga jerk!
Giga jerk? Huh, how bold of you. Have I done something to offend you?
Kinda.
I modified Akasha terminals to allow users to share memories and emotions. Then, I recruited researchers from the academia to build a collective consciousness. I assigned numbers to everyone and divided the experiment's tasks amongst themselves. Here, people can live easily and happily without needing to exercise complex mental thought. This is what they have chosen. All I've done is fulfill their wishes.
Are you kidding me? So this whole thing is because they were too lazy to fucking pick up a book.
You're just trying to justify yourself!
Probably.
Then I ask you, what's the difference between here and the outside? There are researchers at the academia who engage in dangerous research in extreme environments while others become idle and listless. People
because
are so
they're
obsessed
lazy
with collective will that even those on the fringes will attempt to fit in after suffering setbacks. Isn't that right, Ilyas? There's no need to deny this, as it is fact. It is natural for social creatures to congregate together. And the terminus of conformity is a collective consciousness through which even an ordinary bee colony can become a powerful swarm. Replace the bees with humans, and this model becomes even more potent.
And you're at the cusp of it all. Let me guess, you're gonna rule the shit out of it.
Welcome to the Hive, Alhaitham. You once arrogantly denied the merits of this project before the Grand Sage.
Because it broke several laws that they had set up, apparently.
A few simple words from you, and my research was consigned to nothingness. Of course, I'm well aware that you don't care about any of this. You don't care about the pain of others. But I didn't give up. I made my thesis into reality.
When we arrived,
illegally,
I noticed many empty rooms in the Hive.
Oh, you noticed that? Then can you guess where their inhabitants are? The answer is the academia. They're executing another phase of the plan. The plan to install me as a sage. The collective consciousness links all of us into a single mind, showcasing our individual strengths as we work together. We are able to execute complex undertakings while instantaneously modifying our strategies in response to unexpected situations. Everything has been proceeding smoothly. You are our biggest obstacle. With you out of the way, I'll use my growing influence to turn the collective consciousness into a legitimate study. The project will snowball until ultimately everyone will be part of my hive. No. The hive will be in control. And it will lead the academia towards a new future.
And why do I have the feeling that Nahida can just snap her fingers and undo the entire thing? Anyway.
We won't let you do this!
What can you achieve with mere words? You weren't even able to change Ilyas's mind. Return to the hive, number 36.
Yes.
Wait! Don't go back! Look! There are lots of people out there worried about you. And you aren't an outcast. Aren't we your friends?
That's easy for you to say, given that you're travelers. Will you two continue to stay at the academia? When you leave, tragedy will repeat itself. Return, number 36. You know as well as I do that comforting words don't make life any easier.
Ilyas? Why?
You two are just as arrogant as Alhaitham. You think that everyone should be like you and live according to their own truths. But you don't realize that most people simply want easy lives.
Where they don't have to do jack shit, not even lift a finger. And we saw how that kind of lifestyle works out if you guys have actually watched Wall-E. Because, yeah, that's how you're gonna end up in that scenario, I think. Like, too lazy to even lift a finger.
I allowed number 36 to leave the hive without his memories only because I knew he would eventually return. This proves that I know more about human nature than you do.
No, you don't.
Alhaitham, do say a word or two. I will consider them as your last.
I made those words quite clear a year ago. The model you presented was extremely unstable.
no amount of garish packaging will change its fragile nature. It can't be helped. If you were clever enough to realize those problems, then you would have been aware that the Hive changed when Ilias returned to this collective consciousness of yours.
What?
What's happening?
Oh dear.
The collective needs motivation to execute its plans, just as machinery requires energy to operate. That's why you, as the Overmind, synchronized your hatred of me into the collective, prompting them to create and execute a plan to eliminate me. However, when Ilias returned to the collective, his memories and emotions were shared with the rest of its members. This includes his perception of me.
Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person. Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
This contradicts the hatred you had provided them, and these two differing emotions will give rise to new conflict.
So that's it. Wait, so you knew that Ilias would return to the Hive? And then you pretended to keep him around just to fool Siraj?
Yep, pretty much.
Wouldn't expect any less from you, Alhaitham. Once the collective consciousness bugs out, we'll take that opportunity to...
And done.
Wait, it's back to normal already?
Alhaitham, I told you. You're too arrogant. Did you really think that your little scheme would be enough to destabilize the Hive? Ilias's return had indeed introduced abnormal emotions into the Hive, but such a meager drop cannot give rise to waves. Your struggle has been in vain, and it's time to end it. Allow me to show you what makes the collective consciousness so formidable.
Yay, we're fighting. Oh, I was gonna say we're gonna fight some zombies.
Where did they come from? And something feels off about them.
I also integrated monsters into the collective, though I ranked them last. Even so, they are part of it. Despite their lack of intelligence, perfect cooperation can be achieved, much like soldiers who have undergone strict training. Now then, drown in endless waves of monsters. You will all pay for your ceaseless arrogance.
Since the monsters are also part of the consciousness, would that carry also any pain they feel to the other people? Because then they're about to get tortured.
Hey, Alhaitham? Your plan didn't work, so what do we do now?
Give it a
I've already
minute.
sent my gift to the collective. It'll take some time for the recipient to receive it. You two just need to brace yourselves for the nuisance in front of us.
Well, alright. Paimon doesn't know how you get so confident, but we'll hold them off for as long as we can.
He's a smart guy, that's why he's so confident. Let me just connect them all.
Let the show begin.
There is no escape. Now you shall perish.
Feel the pain, you fucks.
Alhaitham isn't that bad of a person.
No duh.
But it has to be done. He must be eliminated so that we can evolve.
I mean, since we have access to him, might as well use Alhaitham.
You see? That is the will of the collective. Even with the hatred gone, they continue their work. An external anomaly cannot shake the collective's stability.
Yet. Wait, one, two.
Everyone hold hands.
All hail, born of ice and frost.
Here you are.
And
He won't hold out for much longer.
allegedly, you don't know that.
Something's gone wrong with the Academia. The march.
I froze. Great.
A process of elimination. How bold.
Damn it, I couldn't kill it before it triggered its attack.
Flicker.
Oh,
What's
never
going
mind.
on? What's with this sudden influx of information?
Silence! As the Overmind, I command you!
And now they're gonna say, we refuse. So we were just stabilizing the hive at this point.
I'll protect. Oh, no!
Illusion shattered.
Let's finish this
Inazuma
one.
shines eternal. There is no escape.
How is that possible? Why hasn't it been resolved yet?
Oh,
Was there an error in your judgment?
hang on. This is a boss. This is an open world boss here.
The Overmind must have made an error in his judgment.
But Siraj is the most intelligent among us. He is number one. His judgment is the optimal one.
Is that true? It's the same thing.
And of course, Raiden Shogun to finish it off. Hopefully.
Erase all threats.
Oh no. Well, anyway, revive, bitch.
There is no escape.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down.
What have you done?
Calm down. Don't you have an easy way to figure this out? You were only designated as number 36. What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a small
I
number.
see. I see what he did here.
Data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
What you said to Ilias has now become a memory shared by all members of the Hive.
I see it now! You've channeled and amplified their selfish desires! You're trying to destroy my hive from the inside out!
Yep, pretty
Human
much.
minds are not infinitely pliable, and your hive has stretched many of them to their limit. Once your authority as Overmind starts to wane, it won't be long before your subjects snap back. Is it worth living here like a machine? Being a tool for the rest of my life? As soon as one person begins to have these thoughts, selfishness, doubt, and fear will propagate, thanks to the web of consciousness that you built. At this stage, your so-called hive has already fallen.
It's not over yet. I am the Overmind! There has to be a way!
And brain dead. Or he's gonna fall.
It's too late. Once the desires of the hive accumulate, beyond a certain threshold, they will kill their king.
I wouldn't have suffered such a disgraceful defeat if I was the Overmind.
My number shouldn't be so far down the list!
Siraj is alive!
This isn't what we agreed to!
I should be the one in your position!
He's gonna go insane, isn't he? Either he's gonna die or he's gonna go insane. Also, 1 minute left, and we're actually and we would be 1 hour in.
Shut down?
It's over?
What happened just now?
Someone went
Members
batshit
of a collective
crazy.
consciousness are more likely to reach a consensus because of their shared memories and emotions. For example, Ilias did have differing perceptions, but he ultimately followed the collective consciousness's judgment. However, this system is far from perfect. Based on this logic, the collective consciousness will generate an intractable diffusion effect upon encountering negative emotions.
Mm-hmm. I have no idea what he said there, but anyway. Selfish desire... ...
The disturbance that Ilias caused wasn't for naught. It made the collective question the Overmind. Setbacks in the plan further amplified doubt, which diminishes the Overmind's influence. This inevitably causes the collective to generate negative emotions. Apprehension, disappointment, panic, avarice. These negative emotions can be very well hidden, as humans generally do not share completely transparent channels of communication.
True.
But in the hive, where there are no secrets, negativity can spread like a tidal wave. Of course, what I said to Ilias was the trigger for all of this. A few words were enough. Believe in the power of words, Siraj.
You were already thinking of a way to destroy the collective consciousness. Even back then.
Yep,
you
pretty
knew
much.
That Ilias was the bait all along? But how did you know? Since when?
'Cause he frickin' picked up a book and actually read it.
I knew it from the moment I saw him. Moreover, I never looked down on you. My opinion of you has always been objective. You have a naive view towards the concepts of collective consciousness and human evolution, but you are intelligent and disciplined. You would never let a test subject escape. Mistakes like that are beneath you, and you also won't leave any mistake without a resolution.
Pretty much.
I never thought I'd hear those words come from you. But if you're saying that out of sympathy, spare me.
Again, he did do illegal research.
Never viewed me as an equal. When you were with us, you always had a distant look in your eyes. You don't need to hide it. I know it better than anyone else. The arrogance that comes with being a genius. Nobody likes being treated like that.
Your perspective is entirely born from your habitual way of looking at things. From your perspective, you probably think I'm like you, someone who doesn't fit in. However, I've never placed myself on a pedestal. I just want to distance myself from meaningless noise and look at everything objectively. On the other hand, you have failed to come to terms with who you truly are. You care too much about winning and how others perceive you.
You mean to say that I'm the arrogant one here?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is that not so? Arrogant and emotionally fragile. You view people as a simple, mediocre collective, while you regard me as one of your kind.
Regardless, I have lost. You can take me back to the academia to stand trial.
You will stand trial, yes. But arresting people isn't in my job description. I'm just an ordinary staff member. I believe it is the General Mahamatra's duty to escort you away.
Huh.
Sino? What are you doing here?
I followed the symbols. Looks like things have already been settled.
Pretty much. And why does why does Siraj with that visor thing remind me of Geordi LaForge from Star Trek? Minus the fact that Geordi's actually black. Anyway.
I left a similar picture in my letter to him, and I made several similar symbols on the way here.
Wait, what do you mean you left a letter? Oh, Paimon remembers! When Paimon first saw you, Arav said that you had left a letter for Sino. So you really did know that something was up with Ilias from the start! You lied to us too!
It'd be best if you didn't spout nonsense. I never employed any mode of trickery on you. By the way, I came across some information at the Academia a few days ago. If you practice the method discussed therein, your vision may improve. Do you need it?
Seriously? This guy. By the way, Sino, Paimon heard that Siraj sent more people to the Academia. We can't let those jerks get away!
They already were caught.
Don't worry. The Matra have started screening suspicious persons, and we've already arrested many of Siraj's associates. This was likely one factor that caused the Hive's consciousness to waver. Everything went as you predicted, All-Hatham.
Good. Seems like the interesting part is already over. I'll leave the arrests to you all. See you.
Don't tell me that's it.
And off he goes. There still are a lot of test subjects here, so let's stick around for a while.
Oh no. Oh no. I was involved in all these plans to get rid of the acting Grand Sage? What came over me? How could I do something like this?
We were accomplices without knowing it. But I'm afraid that Alhaitham might pressure the Matra into giving us heavier sentences. Whether he's the scribe or the acting Grand Sage, we can't afford to offend him. It seems our future at the Academia will be full of uncertainties.
We can discuss the future later. Leaving the collective left me with a strange sense of guilt. I didn't feel anything towards Alhaitham at first, since he wasn't well known. All the opinions I heard about him were negative, though. Siraj made us hate Alhaitham, and we blindly accepted that hatred and thought of him as a bad person. From how things look, we've done a lot of irrational things.
No shit. And you all have one particular person, also part of the collective, to apologize to.
I guess we're getting what we deserve. Could you help us apologize to Alhaitham?
And
sure.
Someone else.
I will help you tell Alhaitham, but whether he chooses to forgive you is up to him.
It's okay. No matter what he chooses, apologizing will make us feel slightly better. If he chooses to remember this, we're prepared for our punishment.
It's time to go.
Let's go.
So, were they all duped?
Pretty much.
We can ask Alhaitham about that later.
Looks like I can't exist as Siraj number 36. Yet, my life as Ilyas goes on. When I was at Gandharvaville, I thought about whether I should just come forward with the truth. But I didn't have the courage then. So in the end, I lost my sense of justice, but I also wasn't able to conform.
Ilyas?
Don't be sad. I'm the one who deceived you. However, I didn't come out of this completely empty-handed. The moment the hive collapsed, an idea popped into my head. I realized that the collective I was always trying to fit into wasn't as powerful as I had imagined. Understanding that gave me courage somehow. Perhaps one day I could be just like Alhaitham and not care about what anyone else thinks.
You can do it.
I highly doubt that.
believes in you.
Thanks. Well, I should get going. I'm one of the primary suspects in the case, so I'll have to receive my due punishment. Can you keep this a secret from my parents and my sister? I just don't want them to worry. Also, please apologize to Alhaitham for me. Goodbye, you two.
Goodbye, generic NPC 36. I mean,
all the test subjects have been taken away.
I mean, to be fair, most of the NPCs, if they're not like supposed to be the playable characters or future playable characters, they tend to look exactly the same but with different hairstyle or different outfit.
I'll have my subordinates seal the place, retrieve all documentation, and destroy the system. Are you two hurt? I brought bandages and hemostatics.
Hyman's fine. Just a little tired.
Have you brought cooking utensils, though? 'Cause I'm feeling hungry and, this is emergency food right here.
Get some rest.
Gestures to
is probably
Paimon.
waiting for you at the entrance.
And yes,
Go
that's
see
the
him when
joke
you're
that
done
I'm gonna keep doing.
Watch out for any of Siraj's associates who might still be in hiding. If you encounter anything you can't take care of, come find me at the Academia.
Okay, you stay safe too, Sino. Let's go meet up with Alhaitham.
Challenge completed, and I'm accepting this precious chest. And... oh, wait. Didn't pick up everything, apparently. And noping out of there. Honestly, Alhaitham is a smart guy, apparently. And the fact that they just made that hive mind because they're too lazy to pick up a book and actually do the actual research involved for their projects. I mean, wouldn't that actually be make the end result more rewarding though? If you actually put in like proper work into it and everything. I'm not one to talk about. I'm not one to judge there. Not like I know any of that.
The matter's settled. We can return now. I actually thought it would have been settled sooner. This took much longer than I expected. Judging by your faces,
did the textures
it seems like you
glitch
two
there?
still have some questions.
That's right. I'm quite curious. I'm quite curious, Alhaitham.
I respect your curiosity, but I'm off the clock now, so I'm not going to field any questions.
You son of a...
You couldn't tell that was an excuse just now?
What? Are you kidding me? You're not leaving today until you explain what happened back at Siraj's secret base.
See ya.
And nope's out of there.
Hold it right there.
Literally just says, see ya.
Are you done? Your behavior is reminding me of some other people.
I wonder who.
Stop changing the subject.
What's he up to? Or what's he gonna say?
It's too much of a hassle to explain everything from the top. You know what? Come with me.
Oh no.
Where to?
My
You'll know
hideout.
when we get there.
His secret hideout, maybe? Wait. Jesus, it's instantly 1,000 meters away, apparently. Zooming in. And of course, this is the only teleport point. Oh boy. I should really save up like a crap ton of Primo Gems at some point. Now that I think about it, considering whenever I try and save up, MiHoYo comes with, oh yeah, here, have this character you totally want. Because I was completely expecting to skip like this, in all the banners in this version of the game. But considering that in Phase 2 we finally get frickin' Hu Tao again, which I'm actually gonna pull for. So I'm only gonna pull on Alhaitham's banner until I'm like 10 pulls away from Pity for a 5-star anything. And saving that until Hu Tao's banner. I think during like the Lantern Rite event, you'll actually have like an additional login thing where in total for logging in for a week, throughout like the week, you'll actually get the polls for the Intertwined Fate. Which you do, and you get like 10 in total after logging in for a week.
What's with you all of of a sudden? Being all polite and inviting us over?
Aw. Oh, we know him. Kinda.
Ah, you're back. Quick, come help me see if this painting's all straightened. Huh? Who are they?
Stop making a fuss. They're obviously guests.
You're not from the academia, are you?
No, we're not. I'm the traveler, and this is emergency food.
I'm unsure she's seen you before.
We have.
You're the person from that time in that one place.
Huh? That's a weird way of putting it.
Wait, what? How do you know me? Oh no, do people know that I live here?
No, but they do now. Or once I leave the door, or once I leave this house, they will.
What? You're embarrassed only now of all times?
Also, aren't his, I don't know how the blonde guy's called because I didn't pay attention just now, but since we actually get a good look here at his massive earring, I'm surprised his ear is still attached to his head. Doesn't that look like the symbol for the Freemasons? Or resemble it? Oh wait, wasn't he like an architect in general when we first got introduced to him? Well, anyway.
Oh, you guys are roommates!
I would laugh if they now said, yeah, no, we're brothers.
Yes, we are, but keep that to yourselves.
No.
Please don't tell anyone else.
My lips will never be sealed for this secret. Unless you have money. Or can guarantee me 5-star characters.
I keep a few books on collectives and the subconscious here at home. I'll get them. You all chat in the meantime.
Oh dear.
Hey!
Alright,
Hey!
should probably turn on
Leaving
autoplay.
just like that? What's the deal, Alhaitham?
Dot.
Sorry, I know we've only just met, but I have to ask. Are you, you wouldn't happen to be actors that Alhaitham hired to pretend to be his friends, would you?
What?
I mean...
Guess not. I've never seen him invite friends home before, so please excuse my surprise. You guys get it, right? You know, with his temperament and stuff.
But
wait, are you actually his friend, though?
His friend?
I wouldn't say friends, exactly. Okay, well, we used to be. But we're not anymore.
Huh?
Don't worry about it. My name is Kaveh. I'm sorry to have met you under these circumstances. Anyway, please don't say anything about me living here.
No, I will spread this throughout Sumeru and the rest of Tevat. Mwahaha. Anyway, what I wanted to say actually is, considering he has like a unique look, he's at some point in the future, in all likelihood, gonna be a playable character. Because if not, then he would look like one of the generic NPCs walking around the world.
You seem like you got a lot going on. So maybe Samora will make Paimon shut up.
I mean, to be fair, I asked the same thing earlier. So I'm not surprised Paimon would.
Are you serious? How could you... Of course. You're Alhaitham's friends.
I wouldn't call us friends, exactly. More like associates at this point.
What? That was a normal response. You exposed your own weakness.
Still, why do you have to treat me like he does?
Judging by the deafening din
funny.
coming from the living room, you all must be getting along quite well.
Entertain your own friends, why don't you?
I'll leave the books here.
Holy shit, when did he put them down?
Paimon's dizzy from reading. This is way too complicated. Why don't we just ask questions instead?
Would be easier.
Paimon wants to know, oh, how did you know about the collective consciousness's weakness?
A year ago, Siraj presented his thesis to the Grand Sage, who offhandedly asked for my opinion. I actually responded with 2 lines of reasoning. The first, as I've already said, was that his research was on human evolution, a subject prohibited by the academia. The second was that I thought the direction of his research was too extreme, but his approach too conservative.
Wait, that's too conservative? He built such a large lab, gathered all those people, and even tried to get rid of you!
One way to stabilize a collective consciousness is to remove the test subject's humanity altogether. The optimal solution to achieve collective consciousness is to focus solely on the overmind and treat the other test subjects as tools.
That's way too dangerous. You're not seriously considering that, are you? 'Cause, whew.
Yeah, no kidding. But, I mean, to be fair, that would essentially turn all the other people, except for the one in the center, into mindless into actually intelligent zombies. Anyway.
I'm merely stating the facts. If Siraj had done that, I would have felt his work to be just as senseless. It's impossible for any species to evolve overnight, and humans without their humanity cannot be called humans. That's why the academia prohibited research into human evolution. Most research of this kind tends to run contrary to evolution.
No shit.
Paimon gets it now.
Ha! That's rich coming from you. If humans aren't humans without their humanity, then you'll probably evolve into some other species in another decade, I wager.
What about you? Are you going to devolve into a fungus?
At least I'd be a fungus with empathy. Sorry for eavesdropping, but what happened to you guys? Are you in trouble?
I mean, hey, he's happy with becoming a fungus, apparently.
Sort of. We encountered a strange researcher that had it out for us.
Well, he had it out for
Are you all
Alhaitham.
okay?
We just got dragged along. To be more precise, they had it out for Alhaitham. Literally what I just said. Yeah, that's what we're going with, obviously.
Huh. So that's how things went. Such is life. If only he'd known, Alhaitham could have stayed indoors today, and the whole thing could have been avoided, right?
Not really.
Plus, he could have helped me with the housework for once. See those books? They've been sitting there waiting for someone to sort through them for an age. If you're not gonna read them, tidy them away. They don't belong there.
Or at least organize them in alphabetical order.
Can you feel the awkwardness in the air? I hope you're aware of your lack of conversational skills.
Oh, so the pot's calling the kettle black, is he? Well, having said all that, are you okay?
I'm doing quite well. Much better than that painting you're trying to hang on the wall.
You don't understand anything. Stop criticizing my taste in decoration.
Paimon can't tell which of them is more problematic. Let's just get this over with and leave.
And my only response, I blame your curiosity, Paimon.
You whisper very loudly.
I wasn't whispering.
Yeah, Paimon's been told that.
Do you have any more questions?
Let Paimon think. Oh, by the way, the other researchers apologized to you. They hope that you can forgive them.
I bear them no ill will. More accurately, I don't really care about what they think of me. To some extent, they were also fooled by Siraj. The Mantra will take this into account at their trials.
Ilias also said that he wanted to tell us the truth at Gandharvaville, but he didn't have the courage.
Aww.
He apologized to you, too.
It doesn't matter. I never considered asking him to come forward with the truth. Judging from his experiences, he's more courageous than the average person. There's no need to lay even more criticism on him. Criticizing the brave only shows how weak you yourself are. I'm going for dinner in 10 minutes.
True
I'll
words.
One last question.
Paimon doesn't have any more questions. How about you?
What were you actually interested in, Alhaitham?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. You only started investigating with the Matra at the Academia because you were interested in something, right? But after meeting Siraj, it didn't seem like you were interested in him or his experiment.
I had no interest in him personally, but I was curious as to why so many people were willing to form a collective consciousness with him. I now understand the reason.
Oh, something to do with the current atmosphere at the Academia, I suppose.
Correct. The fall of the Sages and the shutdown of the Akasha terminals deeply affected the Academia.
Well, we're
fact that
too
Siraj's
lazy to
project
pick up a
attracted
book
so
and
much interest
read.
despite not being approved speaks to the lack of research projects as of late. As the acting Grand Sage, I'll have to figure something out. In addition, what happened to Ilias is worth our attention. Reporting academic fraud was the right thing to do. He didn't deserve the outcome that he had received.
Paimon
No
understands
shit.
now. Oh, you're pretty serious when it comes to work, huh?
I think minimum viable seriousness is a more apt description. I'll do my best to take care of this mess until my resignation is approved.
Wait, your resignation?
Yes. I've already submitted my resignation to the Academia. Soon, I'll resign as the acting Grand Sage and go back to being its scribe. I don't
Yay.
think Siraj knew about that. If he had waited just a few more days before acting, I would have already resigned. What he'd do then wouldn't have been any concern of mine. However, even without my input, his unstable model would have collapsed for some other reason, so it makes no difference.
But why do you want to resign?
I'm not suited to be a sage, nor
No
do I want to be one.
No kidding.
The official process to select the new sages is already underway, but this process is long and takes far too much time. If I serve as acting Grand Sage for too long, the position might become permanent. That would be troublesome. This job isn't something I want to spend the rest of my life doing.
You have a pretty clear direction for yourself.
It's important to keep your priorities straight. Well, it's about time. You two should grab some dinner as well.
Well, technically I had my
now
dinner
that you
before I
say
started
that,
streaming,
Paimon's kinda
so...
hungry. See ya! We're gonna grab some yummies.
Yeah, sure, I can make a sandwich, so... Goodbye.
See ya.
And that's the story mission completed. Cha-ching! 60 Primo Gems. What the
Name
hell?
Siraj doesn't ring a bell. Was he in your class?
He isn't someone who would leave an impression, so it's expected that you don't remember him.
I've always had a hard time appreciating the way that the Academia pressures people by labeling them as geniuses.
Ugh.
But even so, the Academia can't be left to you. Or perhaps I should say that I'm delighted to see that you have a base amount of self-awareness. If the people in the Academia haven't gone mad, they'd know that I'm much more suited to be a sage than you.
With a bit of information which I don't really want to spoil for you guys, I highly doubt that. Also, the information that I was talking about is actually one of Alhaitham's dialogue that he says when you actually befriend him or at some point.
And I suppose they'd let everyone know
Or
that your
friendship
career
level.
as a sage will be as shaky as that painting.
Again, that's mighty rich coming from someone about to resign. In a few days, you'll be managing files again. You'll be back at rock bottom.
But my salary will likely stay the same.
Wait, what? How come? Why do you get special treatment?
At least I don't have to be an architectural designer who works himself to death just to get a smile from his client.
Ouch. That actually kind of hurt. Anyway, I mean, his salary is probably gonna stay the same because he did play a big part in saving the, you know, god of this part of the world.
You... I took time out of my day to clean the living room for you, and this is the thanks I get for it? I'd have been better off catching up on my work. I still have designs to finish.
Make sure to pay back the rent you owe me. I'm going to buy some furniture with that Mora.
What? Are you trying to annoy me to death? The decorations you buy keep getting uglier and uglier. What's the point of having a boring wood carving in your house?
You'll have to blame that on my financial freedom.
Fine. Go ahead and hide behind your financial success if you want. But if we forget Mora for a second, do you have anything of true value to boast about?
I think I'd have too many choices, to be honest. You, on the other hand, can you think of any redeeming features at all?
Artistry, for sure. You don't know the first thing about interior design. Don't go off buying random furniture unless you take me with you.
So I'll have to bring you along and then buy you drinks?
Of course.
But why would I do that? It would just be another form of a loan, and you'd have to pay me back eventually.
Can't you just be nice and not ask for the Mora back?
I mean, you do have to pay rent.
Pretending that you're not in debt is as ridiculous as pretending you're not living in someone else's home. Word will get out sooner or later.
I'll make
Speaking of
sure
which,
of
your
that.
friends won't say anything, right? Tell them to keep all this a secret.
There's no need to hide it so carefully. I think the truth's already out. You're such a lightweight that a few drinks at the tavern had you spilling all your beans.
What? No, it can't be.
No! Imagine, like, literally that Darth Vader scene, you know? Wait, so who do we have?
The name Siraj doesn't ring a bell.
Oh, god damn it.
Was he in your...
He isn't someone...
I've always had a hard time appreciating the way that the academia pressures people
Fuck.
by labeling them as geniuses. But even so, the academia can't be left to you.
Can I skip this somehow?
Or perhaps I should say that I'm delighted to see that you have a base amount of self-awareness.
Guess that's
People
a
in the
no.
academia haven't gone mad. They'd know that I'm much more suited to be a sage than you.
Well, I guess this is a great point to end it, because, you know, I just wanted to do the story, and I also don't really want to bother you guys with me having to sit through this bit of dialogue and cutscene again, so, and also don't really want to bother you guys with me doing the daily commissions, so, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. This was actually a lot of fun doing the story quest for Alhaitham. And we also, obviously in those 5-star character story quests, always get to use them in an actual fight scenario, so yay. Anyway, again, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next stream or video of whatever I'll be streaming or recording or making. So yeah, bye.